Hello everybody, this is Kyoshi here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be reviewing part 2. Yes, part 2. This is the Bandai Tamashii Nations, the Figuarts Zero, Demon Slayer, Kamado Nezuko, Blood Demon Art version figure set. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll take a look at the packaging first. This is a huge pack. I mean, it's not a huge, but this is a very tall box. Well, because Nezuko is standing very tall. Here we have the overall art, very nice, as usual. SH Figuarts, Tamashii, not SH Figuarts, Figuarts Zero's box are always very upscale looking. Yep, here we have Kamado Nezuko, and here's the Blood Demon Art, Kekijutsu, that's in Japanese. And here we have some more photos. Here's more photos, and of course, they can combine with Tanjiro to make one scene together, which we will do that here in this video later on. Okay, now let's focus on Nezuko figure. First, we'll do a 360. We'll talk about the good stuff and gripes. I do have a few gripes. There's some good stuff as well. I got this directly from Japan for 85 bucks. But I think Nezuko is slightly more expensive than Tanjiro if you miss the pre-release, the pre-order, or the exact released like retail price. I think Nezuko, it's just slightly more expensive and also harder to get because it is more popular. We don't get a lot of Nezuko in this kind of, action pose. So I think a lot of fans are getting it. Whereas Tanjiro, we've seen a lot of Tanjiro figures. So yeah, okay, now let's get a closer look. First of all, we'll look at the details a little bit. Like a closer look on the details. All right. Nice. Okay, let's talk about the good stuff. First, I think the Blood Demon Art effect, it's cool. It's the first time we get a Blood Demon Art effect for Nezuko, so I can't complain. I'm sure more toy company will probably make something like this, but this is definitely the first time we've seen it, and it looks pretty cool. The purple or this pinkish wash, when you look closer, it's so. They're doing it in a, it's not like, it's randomly painted. It looks okay from far away, but when you look closer, it's just okay. It's not like the best paint apps, but it does its purpose. From far away, it does make it look pretty cool and stand out. And these are the cool things here. Okay, one gripe on this, I don't know if this is just my figure or everyone's figure, but just be aware. The stand, the base is a little bit wobbly, as you can see. It doesn't stand straight like Tanjiro. Like, it does not stand like securely on the table like Tanjiro. This is like tilting like this. So I think this is probably one of my biggest gripe. I mean, for such expensive figure, you don't want it to fall like this all the time and just break one of these effect pieces or the hair or something like that. So be aware. My figure does come a little wobbly on the base. For some reason, this is not like this is not parallel. It's like tilting up, tilting upward like this. So yeah, that is one of my biggest gripes. And then let's go to the figures. I mean, it's the first time we've seen an angry or the demonic looking Nezuko from the Figuarts Zero line. I think earlier, I don't remember if it was Mega House, but they've released a angry face version of Nezuko. But this is still very different because he has all these fingernails and all that, the demonic fingernails and all that. Once again, the face wise, I think it's cool. I like how they sculpted these veins on her face. It's actually 3D. It's not like just painted on there, but it's cool. In terms of likeness, I couldn't say it's spot on. I have to be very honest with you, but I think it's acceptable. It's probably 85% accurate to how she looks when she is in demonic form, but they could have done a little bit better. The face is all right. I think the face is okay. Hair, here as usual, we don't see much new stuff going on the hair. One gripe probably the back. You know, I think the color is a little bit off. I mean, I know they tried to make it like orange-ish, but I think it's a little bit too dull, like too dark kind of orange. I don't know. I just feel the color is not exactly how Nezuko's hair, the color looks from the anime. But I think that's minor gripes here. I mean, the best part is definitely the fingernails. I think the fingernails are amazing. All of the fingers have painted with fingernails to look fantastic. Being such a small figure, the hands are extremely small. I think they did a great job on this. In terms of kimono, I think it's standard. You know, I couldn't say it's amazing. They did some sloppy jobs on the wrinkles, like here, as you can see. There's like a lot of these just minor defects and minor problems. I mean, I don't expect a lot from it. And the other thing is, I'm not really sure if this is supposed to happen. Like the upper half of the kimono, it's in a darker, more vibrant, like pinkish, you know, red. But the lower half is in that very pale looking color. So I'm not sure if this is on purpose. Like here is because it's closer to the effect, so they kind of wash it down a little bit. I don't know if this is what they were trying to do, but it looks ugly. It looks like the paint just, see, it just tilted back. It almost dropped. But yeah, I mean, from far away, I guess it's all right. You can't tell, you know, a big difference. But when you're looking at it closer, it kind of like, you know, these portion of this lower half has been exposed to the sun for so long. The color has been fainting, like faded out or something. So I don't know if this is what they were trying to do, because it's closer to you know, the effect, so it's kind of like shines on and then make it lighter. But I don't like this kind of design, or I don't like this kind of execution. The feet looks all right, you know, I can't complain. It's okay. Yeah, here's Nezuko. Once again, I think Nezuko is cool. We don't get a lot of Nezuko in her demonic form, so this is one of a kind. And if you are a Nezuko fan and you want to collect Nezuko in her demonic look, I think this is the figure to get. Once again, I think they were retailed originally at around $80, but right now Nezuko is going for anywhere from $100 and up, so it's expensive. I will give Nezuko a 8 out of 10. The price is expensive as compared to what we're getting, and the figure is small. It's just tall because she's standing on top of the effect right here, but she's actually not a big figure at all. And Nezuko is not heavy at all. Yeah, it's more lightweighted than I thought it would have been, but definitely my biggest disappointment is the base. So I don't think Nezuko is capable of standing alone in a very easy. Mine is very wobbly, but we will bring Tanjiro in. So hopefully when they connect together, Nezuko will be more firm. And here we have Tanjiro right here. Here we have the two figures stand next to each other. We'll do a 360. Recap right here. Cool. Yep. So how you do it is Nezuko standing on the back, and you're just connecting the piece like this. Just this simple. Connecting it like this. Okay? So I'm going to do it on the floor, and then just like so. We got a full picture going on right here. Nezuko with Tanjiro. I'm going to zone in so you guys can see like a better picture, but I'll zone out for the whole poster. I'll do a 360. Yeah, see, once Nezuko is connected with Tanjiro, she's not as wobbly as when she's alone. So when she's standing by herself. So I don't know if this is just my figure or everybody's figure is gonna be like having this problem, but I just want to bring this up. Yep, here's 360 in a close up. I'm gonna do another 360. Zoom out a bit so you can see the full picture, how it looks. Once again, I think the gimmick is there. You know, I think this is definitely a selling point for most people, including myself. The gimmick that you can combine Tanjiro with Nezuko. in this kind of dynamic pose. And this is also the first time we've seen something like this made by a major toy company. We've seen Ben Presto did one, or Vibration Star did one for Tanjiro holding hands with Nezuko, but for such a fighting pose, this is the first time, and I think this is definitely a selling point. I mean, I really hope two figures, you know, I think the best price point would be probably $120 or under for two figures together, but now we're getting these figures for almost like $100, like $200. I think a little bit too expensive for what we were expecting. You know, for a figure of this size costing $100 each, I mean $80 to $100 each, I definitely expect a much better paint quality. The quality control on the paint apps definitely is a little bit disappointed, but it's not the first time. You know, if you've collected figure zeros for the Demon Slayer series, you know that we've always experienced some paint issues with every single figure, so it's not a surprise. You know, this is just a common complaint, you know, for massively produced figures. This is one of the problems, one of those problems that it's easy to be encountered. But still, you know, as a consumer, we can complain, right? We can definitely complain. Paying this much bill for this, we expect a better paint app. But yeah, overall, for this whole set together, I will give it an 8 out of 10. And individually, these figures are also 8 out of 10 for me. Mainly because I think it's overpriced. Yeah, even I'm getting it at retail price at $80, I still think these figures are overpriced. I think each of them should be $50, honestly. Or at most, I'll give it $60 each. So $120 for two. I think that would be amazing. But yeah, so here is my review of the Bandai Tamashii Nations Figuarts Zero Demon Slayer Kamado Nezuko, the Blood Demon Art figure set, and here we have the whole set with Tanjiro and Nezuko together. I do recommend this set to collectors. You know, it's one of a kind. I think the effect is definitely amazing, and this whole idea of having Nezuko and Tanjiro together, forming one scene together, I think this is a brilliant idea. The execution is all right. You know, it's not a terrible figure. It is like an expensive figure, however. So yeah, hopefully this review helps those of you who have not purchased the figures yet but are still debating whether you should get it. You can get a better idea and make your decisions easier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.